It's Monday, November 17th.
It's going to be a particularly dramatic and suspenseful day.
It could be close, like close as two coats of paint, real close.
Members of Parliament will decide today whether to vote in favour or against Prime Minister Mark Carney's budget.
At no point have we ever suspected that these parents were not doing what they do as a parent and what all parents do for their children, which is keeping an eye out on them.
A Calgary dad and his 7-year-old daughter are dead after being swept into the Pacific Ocean on Friday. The father lost his life trying to save his daughter.
Basically, the law completely underestimates what it means to take care of kids.
Pediatricians in Quebec are the latest to protest Bill 2, saying it jeopardizes access to care.
Saskatchewan Roughriders and Trevor Harris have won the Grey Cup.
And turning the Grey Cup green and white, the Roughriders win their first CFL championship in 12 years. Stay with us, Canada. Your morning starts right now. Welcome to your morning, everybody. Anne-Marie's away. I'm Lindsey Deluce.
And as a result of that, I'm Matt Scooby. Good morning.
Great to have you, Matt. I'm Kelsey McEwen. Happy Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, I know.
Did you stay out for the Grey Cup? No. Not quite the same as the World Series around here, I don't think. But
did you watch?
I did.
Oh,
it's exciting.
It
was exciting. It wasn't maybe nearly as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
Right.
But it was still. It's a Grey Cup.
It's
a good
a Grey
game.
Cup.
Good
I know,
game.
lots of energy.
A little chilly.
Yes.
A little chilly in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
But
I was in a little chilly this weekend. We were closing up the cottage, and it was like full-on blizzard. But also thunderstorms.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
Because why not?
It was like, and the wind.
Yeah.
Everything happened.
It was nonstop. And the snow is continuing this morning. Pretty quiet weather week for this region in comparison to last week when it was like blizzards every day.
Yeah.
But there is a big storm moving through Atlantic Canada. I'll talk about that coming up.
Okay, exciting stuff. But for news, let's get into it. We're going to start in the nation's capital, in Ottawa, where it all comes down to today as the federal minority Liberal government faces its last and most crucial confidence vote on the budget.
It's going to be about math. It's going to be politics. It's going to be about who wants to trigger an election. And the answer is no one really wants to trigger an election.
The Liberal government is 2 seats shy of the required 172 for a majority in the House of Commons. So that means it needs 2 opposition MPs to vote in support of its budget, or at least 4 members to abstain. Now, the Conservatives have been clear they will not support the budget, but it's not confirmed if all MPs will vote. The NDP has also signaled voting with the government isn't likely, but interim leader Don Davies has indicated his MPs could abstain. Now, the Bloc Québécois has indicated it will vote against, while Green Party leader Elizabeth May has said she won't support it either. However, no party has said an election is what they actually want. Well, defense spending, a major part of the federal budget, with Ottawa looking to spend billions of dollars on new fighter jets.
We're grateful for any offer, any forthcoming offer that comes forward. If anybody walks into Canada tomorrow from a sovereign wealth fund or with a joint venture in mind, or is looking to set up a company in Canada to create 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 jobs, game on.
Last week, the president and CEO of the Swedish manufacturing company Saab told CTV News that he's talked to the federal government about making fighter jets on Canadian soil. The defense minister says the government is open to purchasing jets from several companies that can deliver a good product and good jobs. Canada is still reviewing its contract to purchase F-35 jets from U.S. company Lockheed Martin. Well, a tragic story out of California where a Calgary family has lost a father and young daughter after they were swept into the ocean. Police say 39-year-old Yuji Hugh was with his wife and 2 children at a state park along the Pacific Coast Highway Friday. That's when a 6-meter wave dragged their 7-year-old daughter into the water. The dad went in to try and save her, but both were pulled further into the ocean. The mother also tried to help and was also pulled in, but she was able to make it back to shore. The couple's 2-year-old daughter was unharmed. Both the dad and mother were taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The 7-year-old girl's body was also recovered yesterday afternoon. A fatal mid-air collision between 2 planes near Ottawa remains under investigation.
I heard a pop bang, which is an unusual sound. Out of the clouds, this sort of looked like a missile projectile heading straight down.
The planes were both owned by Cornwall Aviation and were conducting training flights when they collided south of the nation's capital. The wing of one of the planes snapped off and landed in the woods near a county road. The pilot and sole occupant of that plane died. The second plane was able to land safely. It's not clear yet what caused the crash, but the Transportation Safety Board of Canada is investigating. PEI is one of the provinces leaning on nurse practitioners to help ease the pressure on the medical system. Now, while their scope of practice varies by province, the Nurse Practitioner Association of Canada says it's expanding.
In many jurisdictions, they're being recognized as primary care providers who can independently practice and who can independently manage a panel of patients.
PEI has at least 17 patient medical homes where nurse practitioners work with family doctors, social workers, pharmacists, and other providers to help deliver primary care as a team. However, there are calls in the province to allow nurse practitioners to run their own clinics independently. Alberta has similar measures already in place, and Saskatchewan is piloting a government-funded program. And Quebec pediatricians are now protesting Bill 2, which impacts the way doctors get paid.
This law is totally absurd. It's totally ridiculous, and it's going to have an impact on the social health care system for a long time.
The protest took place Sunday outside of the province's 4 university pediatric hospitals. And the pediatricians say Bill 2 threatens how they care for children, which could impact their future health. Now, the law stipulates that children born healthy are automatically classified as green, which, according to the law, places them at the bottom of doctors' priority list. Protesters say the bill jeopardizes access to care for children and threatens research. Well, after 12 long years, the Grey Cup is headed back to Saskatchewan.
Last play. Alexander needs a touchdown. Heaving it down the field, into the end zone, deflected, and it falls to the field. And Grey has just turned green and white.
The Rough Riders winning their 5th Grey Cup and their first since 2013. The Alouettes had one final shot to win it with that late Hail Mary, but the crucial moment came on their previous possession. With under 3 minutes to go, backup quarterback Shea Patterson fumbled the ball at the Saskatchewan goal line. That was his first career turnover. Riders quarterback Trevor Harris passed for 302 yards and was named the game's MVP. Now, before the game, Prime Minister Mark Carney on hand to perform the customary coin flip at midfield. He was met with some booing and some shouting, but did smile and wave and then took some photos with fans afterwards. And it was a pretty good halftime show, too, for fans, with MGK taking the stage, the singer performing a number of hits, including Don't Wait, Run Fast off his latest album. MGK wore a football jersey during his performance, but was not supporting either team. And at first glance, I thought this was a Hamilton Tiger Cats jersey.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
It's Ticats colors, but I don't think it was an actual Ticats jersey. So
you remain neutral.
Trying to.
Trying to.
Grey Cup was in Winnipeg, too.
Yeah.
And in the Winnipeg, it was funny, too, afterwards. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers and Saskatchewan Rough Riders, arch rivals, right? There's the Banjo Bowl. They have it's lots over the course of a CFL season. Blue Bombers social media was not pleased with the fact that Saskatchewan won the Grey Cup in their home stadium. Had a couple of things. There was one comment online, I think, about the fact that at some point the sun is going to blow up as a star and this is all not going to matter at some point.
That sounds dramatic, but that's how people believe.